Today is August 20th, and thank you for joining our broadcast about the 2003 Hyundai Accent SE hatchback 5-door, and of course about Hyundai Motors Corporation. First, we want to remind you that there was determined by the Better Business Bureau, that's the BBB, Better Business Bureau Auto Line, a couple months ago, that the Hyundai suffers from manufacturer defect motor mounts. So far, I don't believe any recall has been issued by Hyundai or by the government. You do have a right to have those motor mounts replaced if it applies to your vehicle. So it would be good to ask Hyundai if those defective motor mounts were put onto your Hyundai, and if you are entitled to a replacement. Remember, if you are entitled to a replacement, if you're past the warranty period, you're still entitled to a free replacement because the defect occurred while the car was under warranty. So the Better Business Bureau case number is found elsewhere on this site, and that was a decision. You can mention the name Johnson and you can mention the name LA Hyundai LAX, and they should be able to find the case number. And of course, sometimes these officials can't be trusted to tell the truth, so you might want to get that in writing. If they tell you that it does not apply to your car, you might want to ask for it in writing, because I don't believe there has been a technical service bulletin issued either telling the dealers that they must replace these defective motor mounts that would have been on, I'm not sure if it's on one particular model or many particular models, because Hyundai would have to make that public as to which models were affected. And you know, sometimes they can be very close mouth about that information. Buying a new vehicle, you are creating a relationship with the dealer and the manufacturer. There's an automatic warranty that's issued by most car makers, most if not all, and that's what creates the relationship, because you are entitled to take your car back for repairs at any dealer and be provided with warranty work free of charge if it's determined that the part is defective and covered by the warranty. So again, when you buy a new vehicle, just try to keep that in mind, that you're buying into a relationship. The manufacturer has a relationship with the dealer to supply cars to the dealer, and the manufacturer has a relationship with the dealer that he will perform warranty work on your car. You know, you can see a car, you can say from the outside, oh man, that car looks great, I really like that car, I really like that color. And then you get inside of it and you're like, oh man, it's not that comfortable in here, or the steering wheel is too close, or the seats are too small. So, you know, it happens to everybody. It's just the way it is. You buy a house, the same thing could happen. But again, with a car, there's a relationship established by that warranty. So as long as you have that car, as long as you're under that warranty, let's say it's 3 years or 5 years or 10 years, you have this relationship. And as with all relationships, you hope that it's a good relationship. You hope that it's positive, and you hope that the people you're involved with are going to treat you in a fair manner. Now, when a person has a car dealership, it's like any other business. You get a business permit, and if you incorporate, which car dealers are probably incorporated, they form a corporation, you have to register with the state government as a corporation. And there's probably certain rules or regulations that you have to abide by. Of course, in the case of a car manufacturer or dealer, they're dealing with the public. So when they deal with the public, and you know, of course, the car dealer is in what they call a superior position. A superior position means that the manufacturer and the car dealer know more about the car than you do. They're the ones that built it, they're the ones that service it, and they're the ones that sell it. So they're in a superior position, and that simply means that they have the obligation also to treat you in a manner with respect and care, because you don't know as much about what's going on with the car, and you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to go in there and be a mechanic, although many mechanics buy cars, of course, but the average consumer is not expected to be a mechanic, and is not expected to know everything about the running of the car and service. You depend on the service manager. You depend on the dealer that you go to. You depend on the manufacturer to tell you the truth. And so when a company gets a business permit and they incorporate, they cannot engage in false and deceptive advertising. They cannot engage in false and deceptive practices. And of course, anyone can question if a company is receiving federal funds, which most companies directly or indirectly are receiving some kind of federal tax dollars or the benefit of them. Anyone can question the improper use of these tax dollars, because if you're the public and you're going into these businesses and you expect it to be treated in a certain way, or the business says it's going to treat you in a certain way, then it's expected that they will treat you in that way. Now, we're going to have some more videos coming up probably later in the week, but I don't have them ready yet to show you. So right now you'll just be looking on the screen at some videos of an altercation that occurred at the Hyundai LAX Hyundai dealer in Inglewood, California, which is close to Los Angeles, California, where a black car owner tried to get his car serviced. And we're going to be reading from part of the police complaint, and then we'll read from a letter that was written to Hyundai Motor America. We'll read now from the police complaint, which was written to August 19th, 2012, received by the Inglewood Police Department. It's a claim for damages. And we're not going to read all of it, we'll just read parts of it. Once at the dealer, I was confronted with Don Quimby, unknown occupation, Nick Moss, alleged owner of the dealership, and Francis Melodia, service manager. Other than an email from Melodia August 12, I had never seen any of these people before or in person. The three told me that, quote, they could not satisfy my needs, unquote, I assume repair needs, and that I needed to leave the property or they would have me arrested for trespassing. There was a heated argument which was being recorded by both sides and witnessed by customers and employees and others in the repair area. Quimby said that I was a, quote, problem, unquote, and seemed to reference my past contact with the Better Business Bureau Auto line regarding this dealership. Being in the repair area, it was at times hard to hear without raising one's voice. I demanded that the car be repaired and inspected if necessary. They refused. They called the police. The owner of the dealership advanced towards me a number of times, waving his arms like he was going to hit me. I felt harassed, terrorized, frightened for my personal safety, and targeted because of my race, black. I had the right to have my vehicle repaired at that location. By removing me from the property, the police, acting under color of law, instilled a chilling effect, did obstruct my civil rights to have my vehicle inspected, the same rights available to those whites at the same location. I suffered embarrassment, emotional distress, and intentional deprivation of rights. I did call the watch commander asking for more police so I could get my car inspected and make a complaint about harassment. The watch commander told me he would not send any more police, he would not take a harassment complaint, and that I would have to take the matter to civil court. The officers stated their awareness of the warranty agreement, which I believe is much like an agreement of two persons renting an apartment together. The officers then brought manager Francis Melodia over to me and instructed her to tell me if I came to the property again that I would be charged with trespassing. This is what Melodia told me. I told her I have a legal right to bring my car to the property. The officers disregarded my rights as a black American and said they would not take my harassment complaint. Again, I'm reading partly from the claim for damages against the Inglewood Police Department and against Hyundai Motors America. We're going to read, see a couple of seconds here from the letter written August 19th to Hyundai Motor America and to the Inglewood Police Department. It was written to Lorraine Bonneau and a lady called Serenity. Both of them are officials at Hyundai Motor America. A letter from Hyundai Motor Finance says, quote, "You, our customer, are our top priority. We take pride in knowing that your servicing needs will be handled to your satisfaction with the courtesy and respect that you deserve." So that's from a letter from Hyundai Motor Finance. Your servicing needs will be handled to your satisfaction. I emphasize the word your satisfaction. Hyundai Motors America and Korea, LA Hyundai LAX, along with the Inglewood Police, has engaged in the improper use of federal funds for purposes of discrimination against me, for purposes of conspiracy of denial of civil rights. As you are Hyundai corporate, I ask that you immediately by letter instruct your agent, LA Hyundai LAX, to cease and desist from denying me warranty service on my vehicle. Please write this letter and copy me that you have written it to LA Hyundai LAX. That's from a letter August 19th, redacted, written to Hyundai Motor America. Again, this is our broadcast for today, and we will be bringing you more video. Look for it in a couple of days. Thank you very much for listening.